Walmart is rolling out its coast-to-coast network of EV fast chargers. According to Electric, Walmart is kicking off plans to build and remodel hundreds of stores in the US, and those plans include installing DC fast chargers. Now, Walmart is hitting the ground running. It says it's going to remodel 650 stores across 47 states and Puerto Rico over the next 12 months and build or convert more than 150 stores in the next 5 years. DC fast charger installation is included in that plan. The retailer stated it's, quote, working on developing a coast-to-coast network of affordable electric vehicle fast charging stations that we hope will make EV ownership a more convenient and accessible choice for Walmart customers and associates, end quote. Cassie, we're going to you first on this. Is installing fast chargers something on which other retailers should rush to follow Walmart, or how do you advise your clients to think about electrification?
Whenever you see Walmart doing something, everyone, especially, we started off the show talking about how great their results are. Everyone's going to naturally think, is there a version of this for me? I think for Walmart, yes, I think 90% of, Americans live within 10 miles of a Walmart or something like that. So it's a great signal from Walmart that they are committed to sustainability. They're able to get their customers in. It takes, 20 minutes to an hour, I believe, for these fast chargers to go. So that's, perfect time for your Walmart trip. So for them, it makes sense. Maybe for some grocers, there's a play there that's, the right amount of time. I don't see at the same scale that there are a lot of other retailers that it would make sense to independently be going after this. I think there's a lot of other partnership opportunities. So, there's Electrify America, which is also already partnering, I think, with Target and Kroger that's installed. I think, in the past, they may have had a Walmart partnership. So maybe the partnership route, but in terms of actually installing their own, there are very few retailers that are going to have the scale to be able to actually, commit to the installation and then the upkeep, the payment platform that's necessary, all of that. And, it's not necessary for them to do alone. So, why not work with the experts out there rather than, go at it in-house? But for Walmart, I see it. For others, I'm not sure that we would be advising for them to go after alone.
Fair. Yeah. Joanna, what are your thoughts here? Do you agree with what Cassie was saying?
Yeah, to some degree, I think that the partnerships is the right approach. I mean, even with what Walmart already has installed, the majority of those are exclusively owned and managed by Electrify America. So, and they bore the brunt of a lot of the cost to do the installs. So I think, Cassie's absolutely onto something in terms of the partnership to help with the build out of it. How fast? I think Walmart's statement was they're doing this over 5 years. I think so much can change in 5 years in terms of how charging is done, battery improvement, and all that.
Right.
And so, my question is less about doing it and more, do you want to commit to sort of that scale over the time period that I think the horizon is going to look very different?
Yeah.
5 years ago to now is very different. So it's more about how much they're rolling out as opposed to whether or not it makes sense, just given proximity and scale.
Yeah, I think when I first heard this, I was thrilled because when we were at the National Association of Convenience Stores just back in October, it was really interesting to hear, like, yes, EV is something that we want in this country. We want to expand it. However, the infrastructure is not there. And to Cassie's point, with 90% of Americans living within 10 miles of a Walmart, this does, and over 4,000 Walmarts all over the country, like this does start to build an infrastructure that could support, especially in the rural communities, which is where we're missing out on a lot of these charging stations. It does start to build an infrastructure to make EV charging more accessible and EV purchasing of vehicles much more accessible. I also think that there's a lot of opportunities here for Walmart to add some benefits into this, like, with your Walmart Plus membership, do you get to reserve stations? You get priority over other customers if you're, a part of this, and definitely gets you to choose Walmart over another retailer if you can accomplish two things in one spot. So I do like it. I think it's really good to hear from Cassie and from Joanna, like, to temper the real realities of, is this the right move and is this the right time? Definitely not for everybody, but for Walmart, it seems like it's a great move. Chris, give you the last word here. Any other
Yeah,
thoughts
I
that
don't
you'd
have a lot
add
to
to
add.
this?
I think the Walmart Plus angle is brilliant. I mean, it gives them another hook to that eventually, you know, as they get it going. And the other thing I'd add too is it gives you another substrate. Now, there's probably technicalities in how it all works, but another substrate from which you can talk to your consumer via your media network too, because
Right.
they're, you know, at those pumps for a long time as well. There's a lot of content you can serve up that way. So, you know, from both those angles, the Walmart Plus play and the media side, I love this. And I think it's a commendable move from Walmart. Again, no surprise. We've been lauding them on the show, you know, consistently for a long time now.